Alright, so liberals, fellow leftists, you gotta get me to stop saying, Boebert's right. I do not like Boebert. I think she's right on the Second Amendment. I think she's right on being against these wars. That's the only two issues that me and Lauren Boebert agree on. I don't like her. I'm impressed with her moves as a political player. She's a political player. But her policies and mine, I mean, when it comes to social spending, we're 100% opposites. So essentially, yeah, when it comes to social spending, she's Ayn Rand and I'm Karl Marx. So, Boebert's right, though. Boebert's right when she says that the president's mental decline could be a problem for national security. That is a major threat to national security. You saw him climbing up them damn steps. He fell like he couldn't, you know, he just kept falling, right? Like he's old and he's done. That's it. He's ready to clock out. So Boebert's right. We need to end these wars. He's sitting there doing the strikes, 27 wars, impeach Biden. Impeach Biden for war crimes. Both the right and the left are politicizing the Boulder shooting. Everybody, don't politicize. Don't politicize. You're politicians. It's kind of your job to politicize shit to get the things that, you know. So the left and the right is since everybody's politicizing the Boulder shooting, let's actually talk about it. Why did the motherfucker do it? We haven't even figured that out yet. We don't know why he did it, but who gives a shit? Let's pass a shit ton of laws. So I think that since everybody's politicizing it, we could actually talk about the damn thing. Lauren Boebert, she tweeted out, Colorado's already got universal background checks, a red flag gun control law, large capacity magazine, ban domestic violence gun laws, and extended background check period, state database, background checks, and gun-free zones. Colorado does have all those things. Boulder was a gun-free zone, and then they want to say that, well, if they had to ban, you can't be certain, even if that local ban, if that judge if he wouldn't have overturned that local ban, you don't know if if that sale would have gone through and if he would have got his hands on the gun or not. And then she says killers like Ahmed al-Issi don't follow the law. That's right, criminals can give a fuck less what law you write. Oh, you wrote another law in D.C.? Okay, good for you. Oh, what, you wrote another law in Denver? Well, you're a fucking champion. You really don't know what the hell's going on in the front lines on ground zero, do you? Yeah, you have no idea. So Mao took the guns, Hitler took the guns, Stalin took the guns, all these fucking horrible, terrible dictators took the guns. Alex Jones was correct when he said all that. Mao took the guns, right? That big communist, Hitler, the right-winger, Stalin, the left-winger. It doesn't matter if you're a dictator, if you're authoritarian. You don't want the people. It's harder to oppress the people if they're armed. You can't oppress an armed population. And it's insane. Hitler took the guns, right? Fucking Hitler, right? Mr. Mein Kampf. Just read, Mein Kampf. Hitler took the guns because, the great hero for the right-wing racist fascist, he is in favor of gun control. So you're a fucking Nazi. Not only are you on the opposite side, not only are you America's enemy, but you're on the side of gun control, you Nazi fucking piece of shit. But that's why, we should just disarm Nazis. Nazis believe that they should be armed, but nobody else. So fuck them. Disarm the Nazis. In fact, we should just punch Nazis. We should just go around punching Nazis. That's okay. So yeah, racism is a mental illness, and then motherfuckers, you want to be against America when we were on the right side of history? Get the fuck out of here. Fuck the KKK, fuck the Nazis, fuck the Confederates. I don't care. I don't care who hears. I don't care who heard that. But that's, when it comes to slaves, right? You can't let them have guns, shit. When it comes to the Holocaust, if the Jewish people would have had guns, then they would have had a fighting chance. That's the only way they could have got, you know, got out of the situation by themselves. Or at least went down fighting. So I got like a list of events here. Just bloody Colorado. So there's been a bunch of things that's happened in Colorado, and so I'm just going to read them off. January 23rd, all 2021. So January 23rd, 2021, there was a man shot, but no charges were filed. That was in Colorado Springs. Okay, somebody got shot. February 20th, 2021, 1 a.m., Private Dermot Blake of Fort Carson, Colorado Springs. He's a soldier. He's going to kill his wife, 30-year-old Tashiana Blake. They had 2 kids. Also, February 20th, 2021, a 32-year-old mother, Pamela G., was killed for fun in Denver. So you had 2, a 30-year-old Tashiana Blake and Pamela G. Both were killed February 20th, 2021 by gun shot. February 24th, 2021, Pueblo. 83-year-old John Anderson shot a woman in the neck after they had an argument. She was in critical condition, shot through the neck. March 2nd, 2021, El Paso County, east of Colorado Springs. 2 people were killed in murder-suicide, with the suspect killed, 3rd injured but lived. So what? 3-way love triangle, a jealous stalker gone crazy. What is going on? But that's 2 people killed, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 people killed March 2nd, at least. Denver, man and woman shot and killed outside of a bar after what cops call bar fight. Not sure if they killed each other or if they were just, 2 people were just killed by somebody else and the assailant took off. Denver, March 6th. So now we got 6 dead bodies. March 9th, 2021, Colorado Springs, Oreo the kitten was shot in the leg at point-blank range for no reason. .22 caliber bullet. It's Colorado Springs. March 22nd, 2021, the 5th homicide in Colorado Springs, domestic violence restraining order. Now the dude's dead. March 24th, 2021, a semi-truck driver drives over a pedestrian in Colorado Springs. So that's, you know, a handful of just some crazy shit that's happened in the recent Colorado history. So bloody, bloody Colorado. There's been several several gun murders, and then there was also, you know, they shot a kitten, and then somebody got shot in the neck. You're not for sure if they lived or not. And then somebody got ran over by a semi-truck, right? One of the big truck and trailer. So what's the conclusion? What are we supposed to glean from all this? There's a lot of gun deaths, but there is also, you know, that semi-truck ran over somebody. So the gun deaths, all the ones that I just mentioned, none of them are assault weapons. So Biden's gun ban wouldn't have stopped any of those past 7 or 8 or so murders in Colorado, all of this year, 2021. So ban the assault weapons, okay, but you still had, you know, all these killings, all these shootings that just happened in Colorado. It doesn't change any of those incidents, which had been the last. Now, you could say, well, that's 8 murders, and that's not 10 murders, and I think that's a good point, right? 10 innocent people got killed versus 8, so making it harder for people. Even still, there's just something isn't right. There's something isn't right around America. All's not well in Camelot. This isn't Kansas anymore. No, this is Kansas, and that's the problem. It's fucking Kansas. Something's not right around here. It's fishy. It's cow shit in the water. I can smell it. So what's the conclusion? Well, I see a clear trend, right? I see a clear trend. They're going to say ban the Second Amendment, suspend habeas corpus, declare martial law. Let the hierarchy of lawyers reign over, you know, a fourth goose-stepping Reich. The hierarchy of lawyers, put them in charge. One thing happened in Denver, one thing happened in Pueblo. Everything else happened in Colorado Springs. So to me, I mean, there's also radon. Radon is everywhere in Colorado. So we want to get to the heart of the problem, I think, you know, fix the economy, fix the poverty, the homelessness, the lack of health care. The real shit, the bread and butter issues, you know, the stuff that actually matters. Put money in people's pockets, not just a check every once in a while, but a check $2,000 every fucking month. There's radon, you know, 50% in Colorado seeping through the basements. So that could explain all the radioactive behavior. But I say no on banning the Second Amendment. No, no, no. Do not ban the Second Amendment. If you're going to ban anything, ban radon or Colorado Springs. All that shit happening in Colorado Springs. We need to quarantine Colorado Springs. We need to put a big... Everything happened in Colorado Springs. What the fuck is going on? What is in the water in Colorado Springs? Pueblo's the home of heroes, right? So, what's Colorado Springs a home of? I don't know. Something's going on. So that seems to me, that's the conclusion that I just saw in the last, you know, the 10 incidents that I just mentioned. 7 or 8 of them are in Colorado Springs. There's a lot of fucked up shit happening in Colorado Springs. So, if we're going to ban anything, ban Colorado Springs, ban radon. Ban radon. Why is radon allowed? Just ban radon. Just ban it. Just pass a law. Pass a law in Denver or D.C. That'll get rid of the radon. Right? No? None of that? Okay. Oh. Anyways, Bass Reeves. More about Bass Reeves coming up.